problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Drake. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get ready.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
57 to Mike. Go. Let's go. 57 to Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, hold on. Check 53, me and you on deck.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Come get some. Come on, lady.
On second down now, it's Bell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Bell. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is taken in at the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Play fake, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lady, 50 seconds left. I want that. Smooth. Defense, give me that ball. Give me that touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Play action. It's Darnold. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know
this is caught at the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open here is Allison. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks. Moving.
There we go. Outside. 58, Mike. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yo. Hey, 80.
On second and 7, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Phillips. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Don't get nervous.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Right back to Drake. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down. Murray. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down.
Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Counter play, Drake, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Kill.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. To throw, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing now is Murray. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
14, Cardinals nothing.
They're going to sign. 58 to Mike. Bandit.
Darnold on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Eric Saubert, 44 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
This is our time, guys. This is our time. Check it, young lady. Fresno. Check 3.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Third and 2, Darnold letting one go deep for a noon walk. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Switch it.
Here's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, it's Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
57, push him back.
Again, it's Bell. Shoves him away, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
All day. 57's the mic. Watch the cut.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's got a moonwalk. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said,